No, Chris, the judge had set the deadline, not the litigants.
I know,
so,
but what
so
if
you have to ask the judge for an extension, which they had already granted one.
Right,
so you
but
have to ask for an additional extension,
Sure, that happens all
which
the
the
time.
judge may not have granted.
May not
and
have.
then you would have this instant nationwide injunction issue, which, look, all of the guests that you've had on, I've watched yesterday as well, and you and Allison put these questions to them. Which would you have picked between these two? And you'll notice that they didn't answer. And you'll notice Dianne Feinstein saying this was on shaky legal ground. Constitutional scholars from the left saying they also thought that the court would give this nationwide injunction. So which option did they want? Did they want it to suddenly disappear nationwide, or did they want the orderly wind down? Because those were the choices.
Right, but then the question becomes what happens after the orderly wind down? And that's where we seem to have a big question mark.
I don't think it is a question mark. The Department of Homeland Security has said exactly what will happen. Unfortunately, this was unconstitutional to begin with, so when it goes away, we will revert back to the system we had before DACA.
But that creates doubt about where those dreamers are going to be. I think that's probably what motivated the president to say that he'll revisit it, but we'll have to see what that means.
And the last administration created this situation. Unfortunately, the pen and the phone doesn't work, as we saw when they were reversed unanimously by the Supreme Court more than any other administration in history.
There's no question that it's been legally dubious from jump. Nobody's going to argue with that in a very compelling fashion, at least not this morning. But it's also about, well, what are you going to do for these people? This is a moral argument, not just a legal one. But, Sarah, thank you for taking it on. I look forward to discussing this with you again. Appreciate